Hey. If I happen to go out, it's because of Garfield. Garfield messing with stuff again. He just
He'll
did
be,
it before we went on the air.
he'll be getting a new cat in about a week.
Yeah. Normal's gonna be featured on the show. We'll start featuring Normal. Normal's gonna be picking the kickers if Garfield keep messing up. Anyway, uh we're gonna try to it's probably gonna be a short show today because we're gonna be talking about the Thursday night game. A game that neither one of us want to talk about, but it's gotta be talked about. We hate both these
Unfortunately.
teams. We hate both these teams, but there's going to be some fantasy implications on here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Cue
Intro.
that intro.
You are now about to witness the strength of fantasy football knowledge.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Adventures Podcast, starring Kyle Shanahan's GI-16, Young Christ the Jesus, and Garfield.
No Nurble.
And now, here's the boys.
Garfield sitting right here. Ew!
Hi.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. We are broadcasting Tate.
Per usual.
We're broadcasting Tate. Uh to give you some starts and sits for the Thursday night game. Before we get into those starts and sits though, I want to talk about and I don't have a graphic of this. I should have had a graphic for this. But I want to talk real quick.
Slipping on his pimping, fellas. Slipping on his pimping.
Yeah, because this is a last minute thing we decided to put together because my schedule just tightened up this week. So I wanted to get this episode out the way, but I just started thinking before we went on air. Um, Fantasy players that you want to brag about, but you really can't brag about because they really haven't done what you expected them to do yet.
Because they're shit.
No, not because they're shit. Not because they're shit.
Oh.
Because they're mid. They're mid. They're somewhere in between fantastic and why did I draft this motherfucker in the first two rounds? I want to start at the top of that list. Let's see if you want to add on to it, Gia. Saquon Barkley. Do you feel like you can brag to people that you got Saquon Barkley this year?
Not as much.
Nah. Nah.
I
Not
got
as much. I had a belief in Saquon because I felt like Saquon was going to get a lot of opportunities due to how we perceived the Eagles were going to run their offense. We perceived it was going to be a weak passing offense, but a heavy run offense. We didn't realize it was going to be a weak passing offense and a weak running offense.
I blame the coordinator.
Yeah, Saquon. If it weren't for touchdowns, Saquon he would not have the 18-point performances he's gotten us if it weren't for touchdowns. I don't like players that are touchdown dependent. I like players like what Bijan did last weekend. Bijan did not score a touchdown, but Bijan got you a lot of points. Where are the dump
Pretty
off
Ricky.
passes? Where are the dump off passes to Saquon this year?
Pretty Ricky did the same thing for the Niners.
Yeah. Where are the dump off passes? Like look at Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey he's making a splash despite the fact that he only has one touchdown on the season and it's not a running touchdown.
And we have 0.
Yeah. But he's making a splash on the fantasy football season. He's cooking. He's cooking. Where is that for Saquon?
Can we go to his... Go ahead.
I would want to believe It's coming, but how much longer can we hold out? Now, I'm not saying go out there and trade Saquon Barkley for Amarion Hampton. I'm not saying that, but be mindful. Be mindful that if something comes across your desk and it's a can't refuse offer because somebody believes in Saquon just a little more than you, I take that. Is there a play you like to add to that list?
AJ Brown, his teammate.
Now, I don't even understand why anybody would have believed in AJ Brown this year.
Uh, can we go Ashton Genty because he plays with
Yes,
Kelly
yes,
as offensive coordinator?
yes. Ashton Genty is another one. Is another one. I want to brag that hey, I got Ashton Genty. That's not a brag. Ashton Genty has been mid this year. He's been mid. Like he gives you just enough, but not what you expect.
Who else? Who
I
else did we?
can't say Hampton no more because Hampton finally delivered.
Yeah. No, Harvey was a fourth or a fifth rounder. No.
Yeah, Harvey.
You know what? I'm gonna say it, even though he was probably a third or fourth. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. has not lived up to his promise. Um, it's something between him and Kyler that is just not working. I want to say it's Kyler.
It's always been Kyler. It's consistently Kyler.
But here's the thing: when Kyler had Hop, Hop worked. Him and Hop worked when he had Hop. So I'm not understanding what's going on with him and Marvin.
Neither do I.
But I tell you who would make Marvin work. BP13 would make Marvin work.
Mm-hmm.
BP13 would make Marvin work. If for those who don't know, BP13 is, it's Brock Purdy, the
Glock,
dog, the
Glock
dog.
Purdy. Glock Purdy.
Glock Purdy would have made him work.
Oh man, who else? Who else is it? Nah, McConkey's not on that list.
McConkey's not. He's not on the list, but
He could,
he's
be, but
he's treading that list because he's not getting the touchdowns. Keenan Allen and Quentin Johnson getting all the touchdowns.
he's getting all the in between yards.
Yeah,
So he's
and
still giving you points, but it's not the points you want.
yeah, it's not the point. But then again, this is how he started off last year.
And went the hell off later.
Right. So
Chase, but that's due to injury though.
yeah, I thought about putting him on this list, but his quarterback is injured, so you got to cut him a little slack with that.
Yeah, cut all three of them slack.
Yeah, yeah.
Brock Bowers again, Chip Kelly.
I no, I'm blaming the injury for
Okay.
Brock Bowers.
Okay.
I'm blaming the injury for Brock because, and the only reason why I'm doing that is because before he got injured in that first game, he was going off. He was going off. He had like 8 targets, 100 something yards. He was going off. And when he got injured, we started seeing, okay, instead of them sitting him down, they're letting him work through it. So,
So
yeah,
then, would Jefferson be on the list?
absolutely, 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 absolutely. And Jefferson actually had his starting quarterback, and he had a good backup quarterback. So,
His starting quarterback was playing ass anyway.
but but it's not the quarterback with Jets. It's not the quarterback with him. He showed there's not the quarterback when he worked with Sam Darnold. So it's not the quarterback.
Somewhat. It's somewhat is this just this season. Just this season is somewhat is because they're not. They're not there yet. They haven't gelled.
Drake London.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Drake London.
That's definitely their quarterback. Penix is ass.
All right. So here's a scenario that I worked in my head when it comes to the Falcons.
Before or after you cut him?
I didn't cut him yet. I didn't cut him yet.
In one league you did.
No, I didn't.
Was it you?
Hold up.
Yeah, I think you did. You picked up what's his name?
You know what? I think I might have cut him because there's like three. I cut him and Russell.
Yes, and you
I,
picked up
got-
Dart, and you picked up somebody else.
I picked up Dart, I picked up Stafford, and I picked up Sam Darnold.
There you go.
Yeah, I picked up three guys in a one quarterback league. One of these guys is gonna have to work because I lost Joe Burrow. One of these guys is gonna have to work. All I need is somebody to give me a consistent 20 points per week, and I feel like Sam Darnold might be it. He
Him or that.
might be it. He might be it. Jackson Dart is a dart throw. No pun intended. If he turns out to be if he turns out to be Josh Allen Jr., we in there. We in there. But this is the scenario I worked out.
Don't let him lie to you. Pun was intended.
Here's the scenario that I worked out.
Okay, I want to hear the scenario.
We're gonna see Kirk Cousins under center sometime this season.
Again, as a starter or
As a starter. As a starter. It's gonna be either with the Falcons or he's gonna get traded.
To who?
Cincinnati.
Mm. Mm.
Think about Kirk Cousins with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Oh, he would be a league winner, boy.
Chase Brown, Noah
He,
Fant,
he
Michael.
would he would be a league winner with those weapons.
Now my question is, will Atlanta eat the contract or the good portion of the contract? Because you're
It,
Cincinnati.
it depends. It depends on the return.
I think that I think Cincinnati would be forced to give up a third,
Yeah, it depends on the return. It's
like
going to be.
minimum a fourth.
I feel like Browning is going to play himself out of that position. Cincinnati's 2-1 right now. They're 2-1 right now.
No, rephrase that. They're going to be 2-2 after they get smashed by the Broncos on
Yeah,
Monday night.
I feel like when they fall to 2-3, 2-4, they're gonna make a play for a quarterback, and it's going to be either Kirk Cousins or Winston. One of the two. One of the two.
Eat them dubs.
One of the two.
Eat them dubs.
Yes, one of the two. They're gonna make a play.
Oh,
So
I'd prefer Winston. I'm gonna be honest. I'd prefer Winston.
Winston would be the more cost efficient. He'd be the more cost efficient one. And if it is Winston, it's gonna be a mad dash to the waiver wire.
You know what I would do? I would cut Browning and pick up DeVito. Fuck it.
I'm
Let's
not
go
picking.
over.
I wouldn't want DeVito.
Let's go.
Not over no Winston. Not over Winston.
No, I'm not saying Winston. He'd be the backup to Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Winston started. You kidding me? Be
But
Winston DeVito. Let's go on it.
Keep your eyes on Kirk Cousins and Winston. One of them is going to end up in Cincinnati. Just keep your eyes out for that.
I'm hoping it's Winston though.
I'm hoping it's Winston too, because Winston has more upside, but Kirk is a better. He's better if you're trying to win games. Winston, if you're trying to keep score.
Mm-hmm.
Like Winston, if you're trying to keep score. Cousins, if you're trying to win games.
I think Winston can win games with them though.
He probably could. I would not put it past Winston to be able to win games. I'm just leery. I'm just leery of that defense.
I could see him lead Cincinnati to a 10-7 record.
Yeah, I'm just leery of that defense.
Or 9.
But they need somebody to keep them afloat until Burrow is ready to come back. And I feel like if there's going to be if they make it to the playoffs, Burrow's going to be back. But until then, you're going to need somebody that's going to keep that ship afloat. So
you can see Cincinnati making the playoffs. I don't see them making the playoffs.
I mean, they could. They could.
I could see Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I don't know about Cincinnati.
I don't know. There's a lot of bad defenses in the NFC North this year, AFC North this year.
And I'm pushing.
That's unlike that.
And I'm pushing the same those two teams. I'm pushing it.
Yeah.
Because Cleveland can just bamboozle all of us and sneak out a bullshit victory in that division with that.
They could. They got the best. They got currently have the best defense in the whole division. They could They could make it to the playoffs with that.
And they probably have the best defense in the whole conference.
Honestly, honestly, overall defense, yeah. Honestly, all right, but let's get into this game for Thursday night. Uh, I'm not gonna do a parlay on air. Uh,
I'm just saying, take Seattle with the over.
I'm not gonna do a parlay on air because it pissed me off last time. But let's get to this game.
Starts and sits of the week.
All right. Ay, 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 ay. We are back here with the starts and sits. So let's start on the Seattle side. Um, Sam Darnold,
Start.
start. Ken Bone Walker is an official start going forward. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Do we even have to say it?
The number 2 wide receiver in the
Cooper Cup.
NFL in yards. No bench.
Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup. We're benching Cooper Cup,
Yes, I'm starting Horton.
but we're starting Horton. We're believing in Torrey Horton now. It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before Torrey Horton and Sam Darnold started forming a connection. AJ Barner, sit. Jason Myers. You starting
Start.
Jason Myers this week? Okay.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals. I am benching Kyler Murray, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting Trey Benson. Starting Trey Benson. Marvin Harrison, sit. Sit. Matter of fact, all the wide receivers, I'm sitting. What
Mm-hmm.
about you?
I'm agree. I agree. Start McBride.
Of course, you start McBride. What about Chad Ryland?
If you have if he's your only if he's your kicker, then yes.
Okay. Uh, what you want to take away from this game?
The 49er fan of me wants a draw, but I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna see a 3-1 Seattle.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Seahawks. I can see the Seahawks beating the car. But then again, I can also kind of see this game going like our game with them did. I can see that. I can
I think
see a defensive struggle. I can see, matter of fact, in our division, I can see a lot of games coming down to whose defense makes more plays.
yeah.
Because, in all honesty, in the NFC West, we have four really strong defenses.
Yeah.
I feel like our defense is the best, but that's me being biased. But I feel like we have four really strong defenses in the NFC West. The
I'm a,
Seattle defense is strong. They're really strong at the point of the line. That front seven is really strong. Um, Arizona's front seven is really strong. The Rams' front seven is really strong, and so is our front seven.
I'm I'm with the mindset Seattle has the best defense in the division, being but not unbiased. Seattle has the best defense, and we already beat them, and now we beat Arizona team who is just unbelievably scrappy. Because good God, the way they stopped our running game was unreal. And that linebacker, there's Wilson, Mac something.
Yeah,
Good
Mac.
God,
Yeah, Mac. Mac was all over the field
he
hitting
was like Fred Warner that game.
he was hitting any and everything. He was hitting any and everything.
So, like you said, our division is going to come down to who has the best defense. And as of right now, God willing, if we win next week against the Rams, we have the legitimate lead.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
God willing.
hold up, hold up, really quick, really quick. Yeah, how about that? How about that? Let's talk about them right quick.
Change mid shift. But no, I think I think our conference, as of right now, is showing their ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
All
out
four
there.
teams.
We're out there. Like I feel like this after 6 games in this division against these defenses. I feel like we're going to be battle tested. We're going to be battle tested because these are four of the best defenses in the whole league,
Mm-hmm.
and they're playing top notch right now. All four defenses are playing top notch right now.
We,
So I feel like the NFC West is honestly ours for the taking
for now.
for now. I feel like it's ours for the taking, but I also feel like 2 or 3 teams may come out the NFC West this year in the playoffs. 2 or 3 teams may come out this year in the playoffs.
It's,
So
it's very likely one of those teams can be representing
yeah,
the entire conference.
yeah,
I repeat, I didn't say us. I said any of the three
yeah.
can be representing the conference.
I feel
That's how
like
good the defense are playing. Look, the Rams, even though they blew the game against Philly, smashed Philly for one half
yeah,
and then blew it in the second half. But but they still barely lost. The
yeah.
Rams barely lost.
If it wasn't for a block kick,
2 block kicks back to back.
yeah, but the block kick at the end of the game, if it wasn't for that, Philly loses that game.
And you have 2 undefeated teams in the division still.
Yeah. So hats off to Philly for that. Anytime somebody makes one of our division rivals lose, we'll take that. We'll take that. But yeah, that is our show. Let me get it back over here. That's our show for tonight. We'll be back for the weekend. I'm gonna try to get Rick back up in here. We'll be back for the weekend show, so we can completely go over everything for the weekend. And I'm bringing something else back. You guys will see. But have fun. Football tonight. Have fun. We'll see y'all before the next games come up. But for now, we're out.
Oh, don't forget, we got 9:30 Sunday.
Oh, Jesus. Don't remind me. Oh, I hate those early games because they never work for fantasy football. But we'll go over all that. We'll see you guys Saturday. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Football Adventures podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.